episode 8.
8. Here we are.
Here we are. Can't play.
Strat. Well,
no, I'm struggling.
Strat versus Tele. I'm glad you did the intro because there's no way on a Tele I'm gonna be able to rip away on this thing.
You know, we've been talking about guitars that we're comfortable with, and I'm not really comfortable with this guitar.
With either, I would think.
I'm going to be more comfortable with that, I think, when I pick it up. But this one, I'm not comfortable with at all.
You know, it's funny. You know, I was thinking about this with the Strat and the Tele. The Strat seems to have been adopted by players from many different styles. You know, you got like Clapton, right? That's a Clapton.
Sure, yep.
You got Stevie Ray, and then you got the Shredders, Yngwie. These guys, you know,
right, yeah.
It's really spanned many genres of cool guitar players.
You had a lot of metal guys,
Maiden.
Right.
But the Tele never really. I mean, there are players like I think of Kotzen, who's like a shred guy. I've seen him on Teles, right? Is he a Tele guy?
Yeah.
But
you have guys like Tom Morello. He's not really a shred guy, but I mean, he's a heavy player, a rock player.
Yeah, I guess, but not quite as often. Like, it doesn't seem to have been embraced by other styles. What do you think when you think of a Tele? What's
country.
The style? Exactly.
Country, right? Exactly. That's the first thing you think.
So when I pick up the Tele, I don't really know what to play. It doesn't really inspire me to play in any particular category or genre because I don't really associate.
You feel alien.
Yeah, I feel completely. It's cool. I think it's a really cool looking guitar, especially this one. I love the F-holes and stuff.
So today what we're going to talk about, Strat versus Tele, the differences between the two. And there's guys on both sides of the fence, right? I mean, there are Tele guys and there are Strat guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that a little bit. This guitar right here that I have is a Fender Artist Series Eric Clapton Blackie Strat. And Craig has a
72 reissue
Thinline
Tele. Yep.
Right. So in 72, right, with the Telecaster, they went to a dual humbucker design, and they started doing the F-hole.
Yep. Yeah.
So out of the gate, we talk about a lot of times, right, how the guitars feel. And we reference radius.
So I was really concerned about this guitar. So I've never played on this guitar before, and I know that this has, I think it's a 7 1/4 radius on the neck, and we've talked in past episodes on how I'm a big fan of the flat, 15 and higher radius necks, and this one is really the total extreme other side of that. It's practically round, but surprisingly, maybe it's just because of the style of the neck that it's on, that it feels pretty good.
It's actually a narrow neck.
It's a narrow neck, U-shaped, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it those things separately I would have been really nervous about, but for some reason the shape of the neck with the radius of the fretboard, it actually feels pretty comfortable. And the action on this is so good that maybe that's helping too. Maybe it wasn't set up great and the action was high. I might think differently. And this
is just to interrupt you real quick. This is a classic series, right? So this is I think Mexican made. You can look on the back.
It is made in Mexico for sure.
Yep. But a great guitar. I bought this guitar in 2012. I always wanted a Tele. I shouldn't say that. I didn't always want a Tele. I got to a point where I wanted a Tele. I wanted a deluxe style Tele that had humbuckers. I'm not really a single coil guy.
Yeah, right.
You know, and this one was cool. I went in and I actually played this in store. A lot of guitars, believe it or not, I've purchased online without even playing them. Mm-hmm. More recently, this guy, I went into a shop and I played it, and there was 2 of them there, and I was able to, you know what, this one felt better to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love it. I mean, it really is a nice looking guitar. It's classic, that classic shape and style. It's cool. Maple neck, maple fretboard, 21 fret. Doesn't have the truss rod the way I like it, but it is very accessible. So it is right there. You could definitely jam your Allen key in there without having to take anything off, which is nice. So that's cool. I would prefer it down here. I think it looks cool like that. But it definitely plays a lot better than I was expecting the first time. Just minutes ago, the first time I picked this up ever. And it's pretty cool.
And those are the wide range humbuckers.
Wide range humbuckers. Yep. That's it. And that I know this guy has a lot of cool features.
Yeah, this one does. And from a Strat perspective, it's really cool. I'm not used to it right now because I don't play this. Yeah, guys. Before anything, right? I mean,
let's not get into it before.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Totally, yeah, some coffee. In fact, I got way ahead of myself, and I got my Fender hat on right now, which is unusual for me. So hold this a second while I get my classic hat on.
There he is.
Now I feel like myself. All right, let's go. How to wear a Fender hat.
Right.
For the Fender episode.
Going. Sure, to get things going.
All right. Anyway.
So this guitar I don't play too often. No real particular reason other than, again, I'm not really a single coil guy. I prefer humbuckers in most of what I do. I have used this for some recording, some clean stuff from time to time because it does have a really great tone. This guitar has, it's a C-shaped neck, but it actually has a soft V taper in it. So really comfortable. It actually conforms to your hand really nice right over here. It's a 9.5 radius, so it's flatter than that guy.
Still not flat by any means.
Right, still not flat.
I got you.
To your spec, right, to your standard. It's got classic tuners. It's got the truss rod adjustment up here. Similar. I mean, this one has a different style. I don't know what they call that, bullet or something that comes out of there.
Can you get to that one? You can. Right?
You can. No... You got to stick an Allen wrench in there.
Yeah, but you don't have to remove anything to get there, right?
No, not at all. Cool. You can see this. I still have the sticker here on the hole for the tremolo arm, so you can see I really don't use it.
I think they come blocked. Isn't there?
This guitar is blocked. Yes, this has.
But it's easily removable.
Right. There's a piece of wood in here. You can remove it. This is USA made, Corona, California. Noiseless single coils here for the pickups, and it's got a really interesting wiring setup over here. Right. So your two tone knobs are actually functioning as. This is called a TBX circuit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's functioning as sort of like a dual tone pot. Okay, so you actually feel there's like an indent here, right, at around the 5 spot.
Right.
And if you roll it forward, you're gonna increase highs. Where if you roll it back, of course, you're gonna pull off lows and mids. Okay, and then the second tone control is actually a mid boost. It's an active 25 dB preamp basically that's in here. There's a battery that goes back in the spring component.
And that's connected to any pickup that you're on. It'll give you the boost.
It will give you the boost.
Nice.
And it makes a huge difference. And I'll show you.
Yeah, let's check it out. As you rolled it up before you started playing, you can hear Well, let's use some of the middle tone knobs, see what it does to the sound.
This is the middle section. More biting.
Yeah, I like that best. So the middle position I thought would have been like normalized, like as if it were on 10. But I guess, a standard tone knob.
I think it is.
Yeah, and then you're actually enhancing. That's cool.
That's right now.
It's a standard A chord and AB these guys.
Quite
a different sound.
Quite a different.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a lot brighter. You look pretty comfortable on it, though.
It's not bad. It really does feel pretty good. I'm caught between wanting to play in my style and not wanting to play in my style, so it's got me a little tripped up, but it feels good. Like I totally dig it. in terms of what I expected and what I'm feeling are two completely different things, which is always cool.
Right.
It's like a nice surprise. And it's pretty cool.
Switch
Let me try that guy. Switch it. It's heavier. You can tell that right away. Oh man. Let's see.
Check the tones.
So this is the bitey one.
How about the preamp?
Definitely. The preamp is. This is. Feels like a Strat. These I'm used to. Oh, listen to the difference in sound. Cool. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I like the Tele better.
Yeah, I do too.
And I did not in a million years, knowing that we were going to be looking at these two guitars,
Right.
never in a million years did I think that, for me, the verdict was going to be that one wins. But for me, that one wins.
I agree, and forever, basically, I always considered myself more of a Strat aficionado than anything else, right?
Yep.
Than a Tele, I should say, right? Strat style. But once I got this, it was over.
It's different.
It's totally
everything about it's different. So we're kind of used to this body style, whether it's an actual Strat or a Strat-esque type guitar like the Jackson Soloist or the Jam.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what they're kind of modeled after, right? But with the Tele, it's completely its own little animal there. It sounds different. It plays different. It's just different in a really cool kind of way.
Yeah.
And tonally, I think it sounds really cool.
Especially this one with the
with the
hollowed out.
hollowed out. Yeah, it's awesome. It's nice. Sustain, great sustain. You wouldn't expect it. You can shred on that thing. It's a shredder. It's a shred and Tele.
It is.
Verdict?
Verdict is Tele wins.
Tele wins 100% this time, guys.
All day long.
Yeah? So, guys, listen. We need you to subscribe. Come back. We have really cool episodes coming up. We have really cool episodes that we've done. Go back in the catalog. Watch them. Subscribe. And Tele wins.
And make suggestions or recommendations too. I mean, if there's anything you want us to review, we'll try to track down some gear if we don't have it or don't have access to it, and we'll
get it.
Yeah,
we have access to gear. So comment what do you want us to do, and we'll get it done. All right.
Cool.
Till
all right.
Next time, we'll see you.
See you.
All right. That was.